Hello and welcome to In-Depth program. Today's topic of discussion is why question of ED's chief's tenure is back in Supreme Court. So we will discuss about the background, what is the Directorate of Enforcement or ED, where does the genesis of ED lie, the 2021 ruling, ED chief's tenure and what has SC said. So first of all, moving on to the background, the Supreme Court on Monday said it might revisit its 2021 ruling that the tenure of a superannuated officer may be extended only in exceptional circumstances. In 2021, the court was dealing with the appointment of Sanjay Kumar Mishra, Director of the Enforcement Directorate or ED. The Supreme Court on Monday reserved its judgment on a batch of petitions challenging the third extension given to Mishra. Now let's understand what is the Directorate of Enforcement or ED. The Directorate of Enforcement is a multidisciplinary organization mandated with investigation of offences of money laundering and violations of foreign exchange laws. It functions under the Department of Revenue of the Ministry of Finance. As a premier financial investigation agency of the Government of India, the Enforcement Directorate functions in strict compliance with the Constitution and laws of India. The origin of this directorate goes back to 1st May 1956 when an enforcement unit was formed in the Department of Economic Affairs for handling exchange control laws violations under Foreign Exchange Regulation Act 1947. It was headquartered in Delhi, headed by a legal service officer as the Director of Enforcement. It had two branches at Bombay and Calcutta. In the year 1957, this unit was renamed as Enforcement Directorate and another branch was opened at Madras, now Chennai. In 1960, the administrative control of the Directorate was transferred from the Department of Economic Affairs to the Department of Revenue. With the passage of time, FERA 1947 was repealed and replaced by FERA 1973. With the onset of the process of economic liberalization, FERA 1973, which was a regulatory law, was repealed and in its place a new law, that is the Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, that is FEMA, came into operation with effect from 1st June 2000. Further in tune with the International Anti-Money Laundering Regime, the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002 was enacted and ED was entrusted with its enforcement with effect from 1st July 2005. Now moving on to the 2021 ruling. On September 8, 2021, a bench of Justices B.R. Gavai and L. Nageshwara Rao upheld the centre's order extending the tenure of Mishra beyond 2 years. However, the bench said that extension of tenure to officers who have attained the age of superannuation should be done only in rare and exceptional cases and that such extensions should be for a short period. The court said there is no fetter on the power of the central government in appointing the Director of Enforcement beyond a period of 2 years. On Section 25D of the Central Vigilance Commission Act 2003, which lays down the minimum tenure of an ED director, the SC said the words not less than 2 years cannot be read to mean not more than 2 years. Now ED chief's tenure. Mishra was appointed to the post for 2 years by an order dated November 19, 2018. On November 13, 2020, the centre extended his tenure by a year. The NGO Common Cause filed a PIL asking for the November 13, 2020 order to be set aside on the ground that Mishra's overall tenure of 3 years violated Section 25 of the CVC Act. In November 2021, with the 1-year extension to Mishra coming to an end, then President Ramnath Kovind signed ordinances that amended the laws governing the CBI and ED, enabling the government to keep the two chiefs in their post for 1 year after the completion of their 2-year terms and to keep giving these 1-year extensions until they complete 5 years as chiefs. Now lastly, what Supreme Court has said. On Monday, Justice Gavai said he was one of the prima facie view that the 2021 case had not been rightly decided and required reconsideration. He said the case did not involve a question of extension then. The bench comprising Justices Gavai, Vikramnath and Sanjay Karol was hearing a challenge to the extension given to Mishra on the grounds that it violated the 2021 ruling. Justice Gavai's remarks came after Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju tried to make a distinction between an initial appointment and an extension and said the 2021 judgment only dealt with the initial appointment. Mishra will complete 5 years as ED chief in November. The centre has submitted that the extension was given due to a pending review by the Financial Action Task Force, the global terror funding watchdog, and that continuity would help the country. It has also said that Mishra would not remain in service after his term comes to an end in November. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.